Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Totally Awesome Hulk issue number 23. I wasn't thinking about actually continuing the story after the Weapons of Mutant Destruction storyline that it continued from over in Weapon X, but the whole Generations thing and what was promised is influencing me to continue. So apparently this is going to turn into a Planet Hulk. We knew that for the past month or so, but the way that it's being pulled off, it's different. It's a self-exile. He's not being sent to another planet against his will. It was one of his secret plans within plans. He thinks he's Paul Muad'Dib Atreides, and from Dune. And go read the books Dune if you don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so Amadeus talks to T'Challa, and he says, "Listen, if I can't control what's going on, then I need to be sent off into space." Now, it's cool because he finally opens up that little El Camino Cadillac looking thing that he drives down the street in his mind. And when he opens it up, the Hulk comes out, but it's not the Banner Hulk that he thought. It's actually the him Hulk. I think for the most part, all of us knew that was going to be the case. I mean, come on. Really? Come on. So we get to see that the Hulk in this is actually a very smooth talker, and that he's saying, I'm not going to kill any of you guys. You guys are all going to run once you see what Amadeus really is. Nobody actually ran, but we get to see that he actually holds a lot of resentment towards all of his friends. And I'm talking, he invited pretty much everybody over possible. He invited Kamala Khan over. He invited T'Challa over. He invited, obviously, his sister. He invited Silk over. He invited a lot of people, and he's like, he's saying that he pretty much resents all of them, and he knows that they're all making fun of him, talking behind his back, and whether it's true or not, and it's not, whether it's true or not, though, if that's what he believes, then that perception is his reality. So that is causing a lot of anger. And even the idea that Banner had originally told him that pride was his sin, where does that pride actually come from? It comes from anger. The anger and the resentment of feeling as though everybody's making fun of you, as though you're not good enough. And that's a shame. That was actually explored pretty well. It went quickly. They didn't dwell on it. I think they gave you just enough. We didn't exactly get into a Doc Samson session, where he's sitting down on the couch. But yeah, we do get to see a good example of that, and I'm digging it. So thus far, it seems like Greg Pak is the only person who's actually made a Generations comic, not that's good, because there have been a couple of pretty good ones, but one that actually seems to have a consequence for the continuing stories of the character that he was writing for. So in this case, the Hulk. So I'm really happy with this. I'm just going to give this comic an A-. It wasn't the greatest comic in the world, but again, my disappointment thus far with the Generations comics is that they seem to be completely inconsequential. And this one, not so much the case. Not so much the case. It seems like this comic, the Generations comic, actually had some kind of a push forward into what we're going to see in the future. And yeah, seeing that he gets to go to Planet Hulk, seeing that he isn't in as much control as he thought he was, just like they showed in Generations, I think that was really good. I'm very pleased that Greg was able to pull that off, and I'm satisfied. And what else could you hope for in a comic book? All right, guys, Professor Bell, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.